guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are picking out my May TBR. Or actually we're just talking about it. We already picked it out because I had you guys vote on my Instagram story of which books to read, but you also didn't know what they were. They were just by like emojis. So we're gonna talk about those today. I only had you guys vote on 5 because Chloe Walsh is releasing the next Boys of Tommen book in May. I'm so excited. So that is also added to my TBR. And it's also currently April 26th. And I have not finished my April TBR yet. So they might also be added to there / I don't know. I haven't decided like if I don't finish my TBR if I'm going to add them. Or if I'm just gonna like not make myself read them, you know? Anyway, but I still haven't finished. There's 3 left that I haven't finished. So the first book that's on my TBR is Chloe Walsh, by Chloe Walsh. It's Releasing 10. I'm literally gonna... If you guys have watched basically any of my other videos, you would know that since January, I've been obsessed with the Boys of Tommen series. I started reading them in January, and I've read all of them now, and it was literally perfect timing when I tell you, because Releasing 10 is coming out May 27th. I'm so excited. I'm so scared. I'm gonna throw up. It's like literally exactly a month from tomorrow. But if you don't know what the Boys of Tommen series is, it follows these group of, like, I guess they're teenagers. It's technically YA, but if you're going to read it, check the trigger warnings, because it definitely has a lot of dark stuff that it talks about in there. But it follows this group of like teenagers. Yeah, they're all teenagers. Anyway, they all go to the same school. Well, they end up all going to the same school, Tommen, and they live in Ireland, and technically the books, they don't have like plots, kind of. They're just character studies, so they just follow along this big like friend group, and it's really good. The first 2 follow Johnny and Shannon. They're also romance books, so they all like, you know, get together basically. So the first 2 follow Johnny and Shannon, and then the second 2 follow Joey and Aoife, and then the 5th one follows Gibbsy and Claire, and then this one will follow Lizzie and Huey. And this one, okay, so first of all, let's just rant about this. I've already ranted a little bit in my March wrap up, but we're gonna rant again, because listen, I am a Lizzie, I don't say supporter, because there are some things that obviously she should have done, but I would say defender, because since like Keeping 13, I've actually really liked her, because there's this scene that, like, not to give you a spoiler, it's not really a spoiler, but like there's a scene with her and Shannon, and yeah, I just have always liked her since that. I feel like I can't really talk about it because it kind of spoiled her, but the stuff in Taming 7, obviously, that she said, some of it is like, well, a lot of it is uncalled for and terrible, but also, can we remember, she's had trauma. They've all had trauma, like what happens in Ireland, because they're all just like traumatized. Anyway, but I don't believe, it's literally a book, which I know I hate when people say that, but for me it's like literally a book, so I'm gonna stand all of them. I'm gonna stand Gibbsy, Claire, and Lizzie, everybody basically, other than like, you know, the obvious Marie, Teddy, and Darren. Yeah, you can leave, bye. And what's his name, Mark and stuff. Anyway, but it's just following Lizzie and Huey, Releasing 10, and I'm scared and excited all at once. So, on to the ones that we did polls about. So I posted this picture, I'll just pop up a screenshot, and the sparkle fire in the like knife thing, dagger, was Legend Born. Legend Born by Tracy Dion, and the crown, the dagger thing, and the like mad devil thingy was The Cruel Prince. And so, as you can see from the screenshot, Legendborn won by 58%. So, we're gonna read her. I really like the cover. It's really cute, and this one has the sprayed edges because it's the Barnes & Noble, I think it's a Barnes & Noble like exclusive deluxe edition. I don't know, because Oathbound just came out, I think it was last month, which is the third book. I don't know how many there's actually gonna be, but this is third book in this one, so they're releasing, I know they had the other one too, I forget what the second one is. Oh, Bloodmarked also had this, so if I go and get the next one, I'll probably just try and get those sprayed edges. Anyway, but I'm just gonna read the thing since I haven't read it yet, obviously. So, it says, after her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright high schoolers at the UNC Chapel Hill sounds like the perfect escape, until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energies. A secret society of so-called Legendborn students that hunt the creatures down, and a mysterious teenage mage who calls himself a Merlin, and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. The whatever it is, failure reveals Bree's own unique magic and buried memory within a hidden connection. The night her mother died, another Merlin was at the hospital, and now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police report, she'll do whatever it takes to find out the truth, even if it means infiltrating the Legendborn as one of their initiates. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legendborn with his own grudge against the group, and their electric partnership pulls them deeper into society's secrets and closer to each other. But when the Legendborn reveals themselves as descendants of King Arthur's knights and explains that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she'll go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take the society down or join the fight. I've seen a lot of good reviews. Everyone was like reading it when Oathbound came out this last month. Actually, yeah, it was March, so yeah, last month. Anyway, and it seems really good, so I'm going to read this, hopefully. You never know, I'm kind of a TBR abandoner. Anyway, the next two books were As Good as Dead in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. That was The Skull, the Knife, and the Coffin. And then Phantasma was the game thing, and then The Skull and the Ghost. I also didn't really know what to do. And I don't think I have physical copies for any of the other ones, lol. Anyway, but Phantasma won by 60%. So, I'm gonna read that. When Ophelia and her sister discovers their mother brutally murdered, there is no time to grieve. Ophelia has inherited both her powerful, death-driven magic and enormous debt on their home. Circumstances go from dire to deadly. However, when Ophelia's sister decides to pay off the loan by entering Phantasma, a competition where most contestants don't make it out alive and the winner is granted a single wish, the only way to save her sister is to compete. Phantasma is a cursed manor with twisting corridors and lavish ballrooms, and filled with enticing demons and fatal temptations. Ophelia will need to face 9 floors of challenges to win, if her fears don't overtake her first. When a charming, arrogant stranger claims he can protect and guide Ophelia, she knows she shouldn't trust him. While Blackwell might not seem dangerous, appearances can be deceptive. But with her sister's life on the line, Ophelia can't afford to turn him away. She just needs to ignore the overwhelming dark attraction drawing them closer and closer together. Because in Phantasma, the only thing deadly than losing the game is losing your heart. Interesting. Anyway, but it says it's like Caraval, which I did read this last month, not April, meets Throne of the Fallen, which I haven't read Throne of the Fallen yet, but I do have the first one. Anyway, but apparently it's really good, and I know the second book, it's going to be like an interconnected standalone series, and the second book just came out. I forget if it was this month or like last month, but I've heard people talk about that one too. So that is also my TBR. I don't know if it's on Kindle Unlimited or if I'm gonna have to buy it, but whatever. Okay, and this next one, this one was really close. This might be the closest one. Actually, the next one is literally the same amount of closeness, whatever. But, okay. I did Light Lark for the, like, island, the crown, and the skull, because, yeah. And then Zodiac Academy for the crown, the, like, fairy thing, and the blue heart. I don't really know what to do. Anyway, so, Light Lark won by 10%. So, Light Lark won, and it's by, so, Light Lark by Alex Astor. Every 100 years, the island of Light Lark appears to host the Centennial, a deadly game that only the rulers of 6 realms are invited to play. The invitation is a summons, a call to embrace victory and ruin, babbles and blood. The Centennial offers the 6 rulers one final chance to break the curses that have plagued their realms for centuries. Each ruler has something to hide. Each realm's curse is uniquely wicked. To destroy the curses, one ruler must die. Isla or Isla, I don't know which way you say it. I think actually somebody told me it is Isla, or somebody said it was Isla. So I'm going to say Isla, and if that's wrong, I'm going to feel stupid, but whatever. Isla Crown is the young ruler of Wildling, a realm of temptresses cursed to kill anyone they fall in love with. They are feared and despised and are counting on Isla to end their suffering by succeeding at the Centennial. To survive, Isla must lie, cheat, and betray, even as love complicates everything. Anyway, we're going to read that. So yeah, the next poll I put up was, I did for the red thing, it was rewind it back for the painting the door and the girl, because she's like, I don't know, something about an apprentice decorating his thing. I don't really know. Anyway, that's Liz Tom Ford's gonna be new release in May. I'm probably still gonna read it, but actually I knew I was probably gonna read both of these, so I just put which one should actually be on my TBR. Anyway, and then for the castle, the second place, and the like paper thing, it was the final offer, because like, yeah, because it's second chance romance. Anyway, this is the 3rd book in the Dreamline Billionaire series, so we're gonna read that quick. Callahan. I'm the Kane brother everyone gossips about behind closed doors. Trust fund brat, washed up athlete, high functioning alcoholic. No one knows the real me but her. Lana Castillo? I don't know. My childhood best friend and the only woman I ever loved. When I broke her heart 6 years ago, I promised to never return to Lake Wisteria. Ooh. I think that is going to tie into her next series that I have. I think. Anyway, I kept my word until my grandfather's will changed everything. To receive my inheritance, I was tasked with spending a summer at the family lake house before selling it. The request was simple, in theory, until my entire plan blew up on the first day. Turns out Lana doesn't just live at the house, but she claims to own it too. Alana. Falling in love with Callahan Kane was a mistake. He told me so before destroying our heart and friendship 6 summers ago. When he promised to never come back, I foolishly believed him. But then Cal showed up again, intending to sell his grandfather's lake house. The biggest flaw in his plan? My name is on the deed. Anyway, so we're gonna read that. I'm excited. I read the first 2 in the series and have really liked them, so excited to read that. And the next one, I'm scared for this. So I put up Yellowface for the writer, the like thief, and the the skull, because yeah, I don't know. And then Beartown for the bear, the hockey, and the like town thing. Beartown won. Beartown got 80% of the votes and Yellowface only got 18. I'm scared because apparently it's really sad, and yeah, I'm scared. But also I'm scared that I feel like you never want to not like a book, you know? So I'm scared I'm not going to like it, and everyone like raves about it, and I'm not going to like it. I'm scared. I just want to like the books, you know? Anyway, let's read this. I'm really, heart's palpitating. A dazzling, profound novel about a small town with a big dream. and the price required to make it come true. And apparently somebody dies in it. Or somebody's gonna die. I don't know. I'm scared. Anyway. People say Beartown is finished, a tiny community nestled deep in the forest. It is slowly losing ground to ever-encroaching trees. But down by the lake stands an old ice rink, built generations ago by the working men who founded this town. And in that ice rink is the reason people in Beartown believe tomorrow will be better than today. Their junior ice hockey team is about to compete in the national semifinals, and they actually have a shot at winning. All the hopes and dreams of this place is now resting on the shoulders of a handful of teenage boys. Being responsible for the hopes of an entire town is a heavy burden, and the semifinal match is the catalyst for a violent act that will leave a young girl traumatized and the town in turmoil. Accusations are made, and like ripples in a pond, they travel through all of Beartown, leaving no resident unaffected. Beartown explores the hopes that bring a small town community together, the secrets that tear it apart, and the courage that it takes for an individual to go against the grain. In the story of a small forest town, Frederick Bachman has found the entire world. I'm scared, but we're gonna do that. So that is my TBR for May. I keep almost saying April, but it's for May. As my TBR for May, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I've been doing more like vlog. I haven't really posted any, but I've been vlogging more. Can I talk? Vlogging more on my camera, obviously. Anyway, so I will be posting those soon. And if you want to be able to, participate in the next polls, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Goodreads. They'll be linked down in the description. If you have any video ideas, comment them down below. And I think that is all. I will see you in the next one. Look out for my April wrap up, because I am determined to actually be on time this month, so hopefully that will be soon. Look out for some vlogs. I have a weekly vlog coming soon, or like a week in my life vlog, and I'm currently filming how much I read in a week. And I will see you in the next one, and that is all for this video, so bye.